Nestled within Virgin Islands National Park, Mary's Point is a remote peninsula steeped in history and mystery. Some swear they've glimpsed a pale figure among the ruined Great House walls. Today, we uncover the story behind the ghost. Mary's Point is an uninhabited peninsula on St. John, accessible only by hiking steep forest trails. Once home to a colonial plantation, the estate now lies in ruins, reminders of a time when sugarcane shaped the land. Standing amid moss-covered walls and stone foundations, it's easy to imagine the plantation in operation. Sugar fields, laborers, overseers, all now reduced to echoes. Records show that Mary's Point estate dates to the 18th century. After the 1733 slave rebellion, a man named Franz Claassen, credited with warning local planters, was granted land here, creating one of St. John's first free-coloured landowners. The property changed hands through the years. The Great House and cotton or sugar factory stood until abandonment in the mid-19th century. With the physical estate fading, stories began to fill the silence. Occasionally, hikers report hearing distant footsteps, hushed voices, or catching a shadow in the corner of their eye. Some locals attribute this presence to a spirit, perhaps Mary from Francis Bay, her name given to the point, but details vary. No documented Mary exists in plantation records. It's folklore. In Caribbean folklore, restless spirits, known locally as jumbies, are part of a broader cultural tapestry linked to African, indigenous, and European beliefs. These spirits often appear near ancestral sites, plantations, cemeteries, places marked by grief and history. Mary's Point fits this pattern. Abandoned, hauntingly beautiful, and laden with the echoes of its past. Why do such ghost stories endure? Psychologists suggest that isolated, weathered ruins trigger our imagination. We see a broken wall and unknowingly project a figure onto it. We hear the sea breeze and interpret it as whispering voices. So is the ghost of Mary's Point real? There's no archival record of Mary the plantation owner's wife or tragic ghostly death here. Instead, the legend evolves from the landscape and local traditions, a layered mixture of history, memory, and imagination. If you hike the Mary's Point Trail, look closely at the ruins, but listen too. You might not see a ghost, but you'll feel the weight of centuries and the stories of those who once lived here. Curious about more U.S. Virgin Islands mysteries, or the history of St. John Island? Subscribe to our channel for tales from Caribbean ruins, plantation lore, and island life beyond the beaches.